Hi everyone, my name is Paris Battle and I manage WalkMe's Enterprise Account Management team out of the New York office. Thank you so much for joining us at Realize Virtual today. And if we were in person, I would ask you, the audience, who wants to get promoted this year? I hope I've raised a couple of eyebrows because I'll be talking to you today about how to start from where you are, develop win-wins, and build your cross-functional WalkMe partnerships to blow this year out of the water. Let's do it. So if you're a current WalkMe customer, you can probably relate to one, two, or maybe all three of the roles you see in front of you. Now I'd like you to think about, how can I start from where I am in my WalkMe implementation? And what might motivate me to go cross-functional? I'll tell you. There are two major advantages to going cross-functional in your WalkMe partnership. One, business impact. Maybe you're responsible for driving a productive employee workforce or scaling the return you've seen in one department across multiple, or even seeing that return go from 4 figures to 7. On the professional impact side, maybe you're coming out of a traditional L&D team and you need to stay cutting edge. To do so, you're going to have to change something to stay competitive in the industry. Titles like Digital Adoption Manager, Director of Digital Transformation Strategy, Digital Transformation Manager are popping up all over LinkedIn. So becoming an SME or a subject matter expert in digital adoption strategy keeps you on the cutting edge of the industry. So depending on the goals of your organization and where you are, the weight of these two impacts may vary, but they're not at odds with each other. One hand washes the other, quite literally, and I hope you're doing that a lot often. Whatever motivates you and what your ultimate goals are, the WalkMe account team is here to help you reach them. So, the WalkMe Center of Excellence governance models. Our most successful WalkMe deployments, at least the ones that I've seen, the ones that realize the most value out of their digital adoption strategy, are those that are thinking like a center of excellence or thinking about a cross-functional digital adoption deployment, even if they're not there today. So whether you're a WalkMe builder, project manager, executive sponsor, or a mixture of the three, you can leverage your WalkMe team to help you seek those cross-functional partnerships and scale your transformation team, or COE, Center of Excellence. Now, the way that we break this down on the account management team are phases of maturity. So digital adoption maturity is broken down into 3 phases: technical, tactical, and strategic. On the technical side, you might be addressing the pain points and cost centers of one department, maybe within just one application, and that's okay. To get to tactical, you'll want to have discovered that productivity lies amongst multiple departments, cost centers, and revenue centers. So maybe it's cross-application that you need to start approaching. The ultimate goal or ideal phase of scale is strategic. So this is where you've established a center of excellence. You're realizing the value on your investments, and you have this living, breathing machine that's helping you reach your digital adoption strategy and your digital adoption goals. So here's how the mind of an account manager like me works, or an account manager on my team. When we're trying to help you structure your team around your goals, we want to see first where you lie on the maturity matrix for digital adoption. We'll ask you questions like, how many investments have you made to support your business? We're thinking more technical investments. How many business units do these investments impact? Do you have the technical capacity to support these implementations? In other words, are you being reactive because your team's not big enough, or are you able to be a little more proactive in solving pain points and mitigating risk? Maybe your organization falls somewhere in between, but last and certainly not least, have you gone cross-functional with your strategy, and are you working toward the center of excellence? Now, if I haven't convinced you yet, Let's take a step back and start small. I've seen hundreds of WalkMe implementations over my past 3 years here. And what I can tell you is that what differentiates my clients who realize huge return on their investments and those who fall short of potential are those who invest in finding people who fit into these three key roles. So you've got your DAP manager, your DAP builder, and your DAP executive sponsor. So starting with your DAP builder, this person's going to build high impact solutions, own all technical aspects of the build, and report on solution engagement and achievements to your DAP manager. The DAP manager, on the other hand, works in conjunction with your executive sponsor. They prioritize your tech stack, maybe by investment in the portfolio. They create project plans and guide all of their builders through those project plans. And then there's your DAP executive sponsor, the North Star to strategic digital transformation efforts. They ultimately own those major business KPIs, so they're going to have the most insight into what we're building towards. Every center of excellence has these three key roles. The way they're structured might look different, and that might be based on your goals, the structure and size of your organization, or even the global distribution of your company. But there's no one right way to do it. To succeed, though, you're going to need all three of these roles. We, as your account management and services team, are going to help you develop the mindset, that strategy, and those win-wins, that business impact and professional impact to keep you competitive in your digital adoption strategy. So, how do we do that? Treat your WalkMe account management and services team as an extension of yours, not a vendor, not a support team, a true extension of your team. We're going to help you accelerate your change management and digital adoption strategy because we do it all day, every day. If you don't leverage us, someone else will. So, how do you start today? Start from where you are with what motivates you. Are your responsibilities more around business impact, efficiencies, and KPIs, or maybe professional? Being an SME in digital transformation within your team, within your department. Identify where you are in the digital adoption matrix maturity scale. You have to understand where you start to understand where you can go. And 3, go cross-functional and build your center of excellence. You have to build a team around you to support your goals, or else you're going to do what a lot of my customers do, not a lot, but some fall a little short of potential. So hopefully this time next year when we meet in person at Realize 2021, and I ask, who's getting promoted this year? I can applaud and congratulate all of you for having gotten promoted last year. All right, well, that was developing win-wins and building cross-functional partnerships with WalkMe. If you'd like to continue the discussion, find me on WalkMe World at community.walkme.com. And thanks again for joining me today.